Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Switch it. Eight. Gun.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. But they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Check 45 to Mike. And keep it up.
Get it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Charlie.
Move. Everyone, you got 4 down. Mark 38.
Come.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Foxtrot. Shoot.
On first down, Lawrence flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing again, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Bravo. Ready to go. Ready.
To throw on third down, Lawrence looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
20.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. First down, and it's Hill again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch that in. Tight end right. We got 4. We got express.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 31, Newton. And that's complete to Adams. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game you play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll run it with Perine. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Cam's going to run the option right. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Forced out to his left. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
52's the mark, boy, 52. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Play action, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for him.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Lawrence flush to his right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, You're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is Barkley, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 or. Hey, Orbit. Cut. Ready.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making the play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Express. Great. Great. Express.
55. Watch the curl.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
20.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Being chased out left. The left side throw complete to Adams. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
I got you, pop. Hey, check right. Express. 8. What is it?
From the red zone now, Newton. That is caught inside the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You got to deliver the ball.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Samaje Perine, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10.
Let's go. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's pick it up. It's 20. Let's get off the wheel.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Gun. Express! Right there in the middle, 55.
Off play action. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Gun.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Baltimore.
Express! I know he ain't got it. 90 is a mic.
They fake the give. Newton. Steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? This is a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 4, check 4. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Whip. Whip up. Rush the whip. Hey. High 7.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
All day, baby, all day. Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Check, Lucky. Hey. Kill. Buzz.
From the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They begin the drive with Hill. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 24, Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Ravens.
Get the ball.
Newton on first down. Forced out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 46. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. To throw on second down, Lawrence. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Mike 38.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Second and 9. 29-yard line.
Rock it. Look, squeeze. Toss him down.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, lock it. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Let's go.
From the gun, Lawrence. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, Wahoo! Leo! 36! Get it!
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. That ball complete to Isabella. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Lawrence. And he's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start the drive with Hill. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
At the 27-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. Now a 10th carry for Hill. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here's Newton. And that will be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing here, Newton. Caught on the right side by Adams. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
I'm coming after you. He's coming. Hey!
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Ravens, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-2.